And the first one in the line, followed up now by Jet King. Jet King comes up in the line. Trusting Soul. They did back this one, Trusting Soul, at its first start in the race. And it might have second start in the race at Gallagher. Came in from about $6 into $2.40, but it finished near last. Now Still the Man. Some people in those apartments over there getting a good view of the races. Those Ascot Gardens apartments there. They're getting a free look at some great racing here at Dubbo, just over the back of the course there. Now Blinkin' Zippy goes forward, waiting on La Cosa Nostra. So they're about set to go here. Race 2 in the card. Stand by. Starter is Ray Canham. He's coming around the side. Opening race won today by You Watch was well back to you too. About $26 into $15 on course. And some of the bookmakers I was speaking to after the race said they had a bad loss in that first race. Now Blazing Baguette moves up and they're set to go here. Stand by. Red light comes on. Set. Race 2 at Dubbo. Huge crowd here. Tending in with one of the runners there, drawn out 3 or 4. They're racing now. Jet King and Everton, the first two to get going. Trusting Soul's gone up quickly. Still the Man, and out 4 wide was La Cosa Nostra. Blinkin' Zippy settles back behind them from Jet King, and Blazing Baguette is last of all. So with about 1,000 left to go, and Still the Man raced up on the outside of Trusting Soul. Still out wide there, 3 wide in fact. La Cosa Nostra proceeding to now go to the lead. Everton was back 4, followed by Blinkin' Zippy, then Jet King, and 2.5 back to Blazing Baguette is last of all. So La Cosa Nostra given a breather now as they come down past the 800. 2 1/4 lengths now on Trusting Soul. Then came Still the Man. Everton was next from Blinkin' Zippy, followed then by Jet King, and Blazing Baguette was last of all. La Cosa Nostra approaches the 600 out by 1.5 lengths. Trusting Soul the fence, and on the outside there was Still the Man. Blinkin' Zippy's coming around them, and just inside it was Everton straightening up, and La Cosa Nostra the leader. Still the Man. Trusting Soul getting a split near the rails, and Everton is now dashing to the lead. Blinkin' Zippy's down the outside. Everton hit the lead. Blinkin' Zippy. Blazing Baguette from last is starting to run home all right. Everton wants to duck around a little bit. Still the Man is about 3/4 of a length away, but Everton, hard ridden by J.W. Stanley, is well clear, and Everton will come down to the line. It'll win it well from Still the Man. Blazing Baguette and Blinkin' Zippy fight it out for third, but Everton, a big winner here, goes home to beat Still the Man. Blazing Baguette will get third probably in front of Blinkin' Zippy, Trusting Soul, and Jet King, and the pacemaker La Cosa Nostra dropped out to finish last. Everton, J.W. Stanley, Justin W. Stanley, number 3 at $4.80 and $2.20, beats number 5, Trusting, and Still the Man will run second. And waiting for the third number to go up. They've got Trusting Soul in the frame there for second, but it'll be Still the Man in second place as we stand by for the numbers to go up. Well, I think that's the way I called them, but it's a runaway here to Everton, trained by Justin Drake at Muswellbrook, and Justin W. Stanley, the rider. So standing by. So we're still waiting here. It's a brown gelding forward by Grand Deera out of Anasta, raced by a big group of owners. Everton settled back running about fifth, rounded them up, coming down with about 300 to go, and was too good for them all together. But Everton's raced away here to break its maiden status, and we wait for the numbers to come up. 1:24.23 the time, and here's the numbers. Yes, Neville? 3, 6, 1 and 2, 3, 6, 1, 2. 4 lengths by 3 lengths, 4 by 3. 1:24.23 the time, 1:24.23. 3, 6, 1 and 2, 3, 6, 1, 2. Number 3, Everton, Justin W. Stanley for Muswellbrook trainer Justin Drake, beats number 6, Still the Man, trained by Tara and Philippe Vigoureau at Hawkesbury, ridden by Greg Ryan. Third to number 1, Blazing Baguette, coming from last position, trained by Robbie Harrison at Canamble, ridden by Hannah Martin, the replacement rider. And Hannah Martin, of course, replaced young James Ennis Jr., who was involved in a race full at Orange yesterday. A horse called Armadale fell at around about the 800. and he had a very heavy fall. He was on the track for about 3/4 of an hour to an hour before they took him from the track, young James Dennis Jr., and he suffered quite a few fractures. But anyway, 3-6-1, 2 other placings here at Dubbo. Race number 3 is the first leg of the quadrilla. Race 3, the first leg of the quadrilla, and in the third, there are no scratchings. The rider for number 7, Precious Diva, is Jeff Keogh.